Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be playing with some items that I picked up from the Chanel Spring and Summer collections. I'm a Chanel noob. I know a few of the items that I picked up are from different collections or different launches. I'm not a Chanel expert here. I'm honestly not sure what came from what launch, so I'm just gonna link everything that I got down below. But all of these are brand new items to Chanel. If you don't know, I'm in a journey to slowly but surely really familiarize myself with the Chanel makeup line. I have a hard time picking up what launches are what's limited edition, what's not, but I just knew there was a bunch of new stuff and I wanted to play with them because they looked gorgeous. So I have the Mediterranean Quad, I have the Peche Rose blush, and I have a couple lip colors to play with. So if you want to see all that, then just keep watching. Now, of all the new launches, there was a lot that I did not pick up. Chanel's expensive, so I really just wanted to pick up the pieces that I felt that I would wear. There were a number of formulas that I wasn't a big fan of. I did not pick up the Balm Essential that launched in this collection because, quite honestly, I'm just not a fan of that formula. I have a few of them in my collection. I'm disappointed by them every time, so I didn't waste my money with that. I didn't pick up any of the nail polishes because I don't take care of my nails. It's a big flaw of mine, but I just don't. And there was also a liquid eyeshadow in the collection that I didn't pick up because I have a couple and the lighter shades are good. The darker shades that I have, I'm not a big fan of, and I don't really reach for them that often, so I thought I could pass on the liquid eyeshadow as well. But I got at least one shade in the rest of the formulations available. I also will have a video eventually with the Comet blushes, the Star blushes. They're absolutely stunning. I did have to pre-order them, so they're not on their way to me yet, but when I get them, I will definitely play with them because they look stunning. Because I am obsessed with the way that they look and I love Chanel blushes. But let's get into what I did pick up. I'm gonna zoom us in a little bit closer. Oh, by the way, everything I ordered is from the Chanel website. I love ordering from the Chanel website. It is such an experience opening up the box. I feel like I'm paying for this box here, and I'm okay with that. Love it. Love ordering from the Chanel website. I would choose to do it over Nordstrom any day because of the experience of opening it up straight from Chanel. First things first, let's get into the eyeshadow quad that I picked up. Now, this is my first ever eyeshadow quad from Chanel. It's the Mediterranean quad. I had a few of you tell me that this is one of the best quads that Chanel has come out with in a while, and I have heard not so good things about Chanel quads. Again, I'm not really that experienced with them, so I thought this would be a beautiful first one to try. I really was into the vibes of it. I have swatched it. I'm really excited to put it on my eyes. Here's the box that it comes in. You can see that it does say it is limited edition. Then here is the back. The eyeshadow quad is made in Italy and it has an 18-month shelf life. This is $65 on the Chanel website and it is still currently available if you are interested. It's going to come in the Chanel sleeve. And here is the back of the product if you need to look at it. And oh my goodness, you guys, it is absolutely stunning. And this is one of the rare cases where I feel like just with this formulation, you might actually get use out of the sponge tip applicators. I feel like these would pick up the products good. So let me turn the lights down a little bit for you so that way there's less reflection, because this is very, very reflective. Now, I'm going to refer you to Allison Chase's channel. She is a Chanel expert. She also speaks French, so she can pronounce everything that I can't. She does a great job, and I've learned a lot about Chanel from her. And I did watch her video before this. I normally don't watch videos before I review products, but I really don't know anything about Chanel, and she does a great job explaining it. She explained the collection itself, the inspiration, why the colors were the way that they are, why the embossings are the way that they are. Really great resource that I'm going to link for you guys, but here's what they look like. As you can see, it doesn't seem that there's much depth in here, and all of these kind of stay within the same depth, but let's see. Okay, let me swatch them for you. They feel a lot more pigmented than they look. I've been dealing with Dior shadows lately because they've launched so many. Honestly, these are a little bit refreshing. I love the way that these feel, and look how reflective they are. I didn't know Chanel had it in them to create such a pretty reflective palette, and you can see this shade is going to add depth. Here's what the shades look like. I'm very optimistic about how this quad is going to look on the eyes because it's reminding me a lot of the Charlotte Tilbury Pearl quad that just came out that I really love. Actually, let me go grab that real quick. It reminds me a lot of the Charlotte Tilbury Celestial Pearl quad that came out in 2021. That was one of my all-time favorite palettes. The color stories aren't the same. The Charlotte Tilbury is obviously more pinky, but similar vibes, similar looking finishes. So let's see. I'm actually going to do this eye first to get my bearings, and then we'll do this side together. Okay, guys, I need you to know that I am, in fact, a fan of this quad. I'm happy I picked it up, but this is certainly not going to be everybody's cup of tea. It's that formula similar to that of the Charlotte Tilbury that I was talking about, in that it's not about the depth. It's about the ethereal, soft glow that you're going to get on the eyelid. You don't always need depth. There's a difference, though. Like some of the Dior palettes that I recently reviewed, they didn't have depth, but I felt it was due to not very good color choice decisions. With this, you can tell that not only is it intentional, but it is also well done. Let me show you. So I'm going to start off, I'm just going to use my finger. This shade right here is almost like a lid topper. You can see that there's lots of glitter and reflect. I have the Milk Makeup eye primer, by the way, on my eye right now. So I'm just going to use my finger and pat this in the inner corner, and you can see the effect that it gives. It's a sophisticated glitter, I would say, and glitter is a strong word, but you can see the amount of reflex in there. It's absolutely stunning. Pop this all over the lid with a little bit of mascara, and you have the prettiest glowy eye awakening look. I love that. Then I'm going into the shade next to it, which is slightly deeper, very similar, a little bit more gold, and I just want to show you the difference. So I don't think you necessarily needed both of these in the palette, but you can see this is almost like the same shade as this, slightly more golden deep and without the glitter. So there is a place for this. I really do think if you don't want the glimmer, which not everybody is feeling, I think you will like this. And then the next shade that we have is kind of this pewter gold. You can see it leans a little bit more cool. Now this is a quad where I feel like you're not going to use all of the shades at once on your eye. You're going to pick the direction that you want to go and do a simple wash all over the lid, and it's going to be gorgeous. You have something a little bit more glittery, you have a lighter gold, and then you have more of like a cool tone shade depending on the cheek products that you are using. So when it comes to this quad, I wouldn't necessarily recommend using all four because, I mean, they don't look all the same, but you can tell the formula is so well done. Now let me show you this. I'm going to use a Morphe M562. Funny, I'm using such a cheap brush. But this shade makes the palette worth it and shows what good quality it is. So I just picked up a little bit, and you can see this transforms the look. It adds the depth that you need in case you do need it. Just gonna run this along the lower lash line. So this right here is exactly what the quad needed. I'm so happy that they added this, and it blends out really easily, and you can blend it out to be nice and soft like I did, or you can pack it like I just did on this eye and leave it for the depth. But I actually am not going for depth here, just running it along, kind of blending it out to give that soft ethereal glow. Now, you guys know I love the glimmer, so I am going to just put that all over. I think that this quad is very fitting for the Chanel clientele. However, definitely not going to be for everybody. If you're looking at this and you're unimpressed, it's a waste to you, you don't like washes of color or an all-over glowy ethereal effect, this is not going to be for you, but I, for one, am very happy about it. I'm trying to articulate why it's okay for this quad to be like this and why the Dior quints I just came for when they also gave kind of a lighter look to the eye. I don't know, but there's just something about this where it feels more intentional, and there's just something about this quad where even though it is lighter, you don't get too much depth, it just feels more intentional, and the formulations themselves are so well done. No, I really like this. I'm very happy with this as my first Chanel quad. I've already gotten rid of the embossments, which I'm really sad about, but if you like the Celestial Pearl from Charlotte Tilbury, I really think you will like this as well. They're definitely in the same wheelhouse. So I'm going to put on some liner and lashes, and we're going to move on to the next few products. With liner and lashes, I am feeling this eye look. It's so pretty and soft. Obviously, you know, if you are shopping at Chanel, you're not looking for the same type of makeup as, say, Pat McGrath or Natasha Denona, where they are packed with pigment and impact. This is a different vibe. It's very sophisticated. I love both spectrums of makeup. Beautiful. Okay, let's move on to the blush Lumiere. This honestly was what initially started this order that I have for you today. I had to get these blushes. I love Chanel blushes. I've tried enough to know that So anyways, this is what the packaging is going to look like. Again, you can see that it is a limited edition on the box. This product itself is made in France and it has an 18-month shelf life. Now, there are 2 shades that came out with this launch. I got Peche Rosé. I passed on this deeper terracotta one for 2 reasons. One, it just did not look like it would be flattering for me, though if you have a medium to deep skin tone, I feel like this could be really, really beautiful. And 2, these blushes are $70. $70. And I bought both of this Comet ones, so I was like, let me just get the one that I think will look good and that I will actually use. I also forgot to mention, while I was doing my eyes, I was watching Erin Nicole's review on this collection, and I'm also going to link her video down below. Wealth of knowledge when it comes to Chanel. She used to work at a counter, as well as she has all the swatches of every item in this collection, and again, another go-to for Chanel education for me. Okay, let's actually get into the product though. So here is the little protector sleeve it comes in, and then again, just a simple Chanel packaging, very clean, very streamlined. Still wish it wasn't plastic though, but that's the back, and here we go. So you do get this little dinky brush that I don't use, and look at this. I've swatched it, but that is about it. How pretty is that? You can see it has a golden glow to it, which it's supposed to be that way. It's an illuminating blush powder. So let's swatch it. Actually, let me get a little closer. So that's what it looks like, and you can even see on my hand, it's this peach with a very subtle golden shift to it. Here is what it looks like swatched. I like a peachy blush. This almost needs a touch orange, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but I think I'll like this one. So I'm going to use a Rephr number 4 to apply this. This is completely clean, so we can see the true color here. I'm going to tap in a couple times and let's see. So you can go heavy-handed in this blush, which is nice because I'm a heavy-handed individual. Oh, it's very soft, very pretty. I do like this. I am building it up to get a lot of color. I like a brighter blush, but I much prefer that it is more sheer, but has the option to be built up. I think that makes it more versatile and easy to use. And as I turn, I can definitely see that glowy effect. Really pretty. Let's put it on the other cheek. So if you like a subtle blush, you will love this formula because it is so easy to use. But if you like more of a bright blush, you can absolutely build this up as well. Ugh, I love this. I've been liking warmer blushes lately. I used to not like warm blushes on me, but this is super pretty. The soft illumination is also very pretty. Now, it's not the most flattering, as no illuminating blush is. If you add an illuminating glowy effect, you have pores or texture, it's gonna slightly emphasize, but I don't notice anything unflattering. Wow, I really like this. I wish it did have like a little bit more pigment because I like a brighter blush, but that's just like a very, very faint complaint. I am very, very happy with this blush. Now, it is $70. I'm not going to tell you to spend $70 on a blush, but me, I'm a Chanel blush fan. This is limited edition. I normally don't like warmer blushes. This is a very pretty corally, peachy, warm blush. Looks really nice, so I'm happy with it. Okay, let's finally hop on into the 2 lip products that I picked up. So we'll start off with the Rouge Cocoa Bombs. There were 7 shades that launched in this collection. Again, you can see all of the swatches on Erin Nicole's video. I picked up the shade My Rose because I love rose lip colors. These are $42 each, which is why I only picked up one. But here's what the box looks like that they come in. So I have 918 My Rose. This product is made in France and it has an 18-month shelf life. I absolutely love the white component. It's super summery and springy. White and gold, I think, is just a beautiful combination. And you open it up, it is a snap closure. And here is what My Rose looks like. It looks almost a little bit more coral. And you can see that it is a sheer formulation, and it is going to take some layering to get the color to show. But let's see. My lips are looking dry and crusty right now, so we'll see how it looks over that. No lip liner. So this essentially is just with one sweep. It adds subtle color to my lips. Honestly, that is really pretty. I love this color. It has a subtle brightness that is bringing my face to life without it being too garish. Okay, let's layer. And as you layer it, that brightness comes through even more. This is a gorgeous spring summer lip color, and it's a great way to add brightness to your face. I really like this formula. It's comfortable, it's hydrating, it's not too glossy, but it's not completely flat matte as well. You can see there's a slight sheen on my lips, but it doesn't make the lips look thick or anything. It's just really great to keep in your purse. You don't have to have a mirror to apply it. I really like this color. I think I'm going to wear this one today. But before I do that, let's get into the La Comete. This kind of goes with the star blushes that I also ordered that are on their way. I believe this was a whole separate launch. There were 8 shades total, and all of these shades are a little bit more on the dramatic side. So they're a little bit more red and deep, and that's why I almost didn't pick this up. But I did want to play around with this formula, which is a luminous matte. Those are contradictory, but okay. Lip colors, $42 each as well. I'm not going to even attempt this shade name, but it's 108. And here's the back if you need to see. Made in France, 18-month shelf life. And I love the packaging of these. These are super luxe. So this is what the component looks like. And I love the little star detail here at the bottom. I think that is so beautiful. So this is shade 108. And to open it, you press, and then here comes the lipstick, and there is Chanel embossed on the lipstick itself. So you can see this is a darker color, but I want you to look very closely. Do you see there's some glimmers in this shade from when I swatched it earlier? So take a look. You can see it's kind of sheer, but it builds up pretty quickly. And again, you can see there's some glitter reflex in there. Let's see how it looks on the lips. I haven't tried this one on the lips yet. I'm normally not a fan of when lip colors or lipsticks have those glitters in there because I feel like sometimes it can make the lips look extra wrinkly. It emphasizes those. Let's see. So here's, oh, wow, that's nice. Just with one swipe. It's not too dramatic, which I really like. And this is definitely more of like a neutral color, comparing it to the brightness of the Cocoa Bomb that I just put on, which typically tones like these are what I'm wearing. I feel like this is an interesting launch of colors for the spring and summer because this is very fall-like, as well as the other colors in this collection. Let's build it up. Wow, this shade is really pretty. I was expecting it to be a little bit more dramatic, but I'm happy that it's not. I actually really love this lip color. I didn't think I would. And I don't really see those glitter reflex on the lips, which I like, but I can definitely see why they call it a luminous matte. I think because of the glitter in this, there is a little bit of reflection, but not unflattering, but it definitely has a matte finish as well. It definitely feels drier than the Cocoa Bomb, but it's very comfortable. It doesn't feel like there's really anything on my lips. And I applied this without a lip liner. So the fact that I can get this precision without a lip liner with this lipstick, really great. I like that. I do have a couple lipsticks from Chanel that I adore, so I expect nothing less of these two. And I'm very happy with the colors that I picked up. I wasn't sure I would be. Okay guys, so here is the final look. It is quite Chanel-esque to me. I'm really feeling it. Quite sophisticated and neutral. You know, as I've been experimenting with Chanel, there's been a lot of hits and misses, but I have to say, now that I'm a little bit more well-versed, I was able to make some really good decisions this round. I actually really like everything that I picked up. I am loving the quad. While it's not for everybody, it's for me. I really love it. The blush is really pretty. It's definitely the last thing that I needed in this video. I did not need a peachy blush, but it's gorgeous. I will say it's not my favorite Chanel blush though. I have some Chanel blushes that I like better than this, but this one is still very pretty. The Cocoa Bomb, I really love this formula. It's super comfortable. Very trendy formula for this spring and summer. I think you guys will like this. And I'm super surprised at the Rouge Allure Velvet lipstick that I picked up. I love this color. I think it's super mature and sophisticated, and it's extremely comfortable. So a small but mighty review. Loved everything that I got, so I do recommend, well, at least what I picked up from this collection. I think the items are really nice. So that is all I have for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you aren't subscribed to my channel already, go ahead. Give me a little subscribe. I would very much appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys, have a good one.